the ages. One that I looked at my calendar and I had it hyped up. After seeing results from both of these sides, especially in the Autumn Cup, I had this one pegged as probably one of the sickest matchups we'll look to see in the Autumn Cup, and hopefully it delivers. Shadownet, they understand that maybe the side of Bliss look to go for this long play. We've seen a few defense-sided teams do that so far. Wall goes up, Astral Divide, the Astral Smoke as well. Our drone through, Barky gonna be leading the charge. Paint shells dash forward. Barky's in the sight. A little bit of an interesting play here. They're going to play for the post plant. Concussion goes to Major. Dart comes out from Easy. Shock darts land onto Calamari. He's taken extremely low. Spike down over the side of Shadownet. Recon comes out. Calamari lucky to be alive. Barky to find the first kill. Major looking under major pressure. Does this hold? It's a little bit of an interesting one from Shadownet. You can see they're not opting to play the backhaul. Calamari able to take out Major in extremely low HP. Shax finding 3. He's going to be so disheartened I didn't get those, but still sharp nevertheless from Shadownet. They kick it off with a pistol. Bliss not going to be able to answer for that beat take. A very interesting hold, I have to say, and I have to call to it for the side of Shadownet, because we haven't seen many teams, I guess, go for that kind of hold. Play 3, there was a play deep and long. Play 2, 1 in the tube, 1 in the elbow. No one back hold, no one back sight. More of a discipline style of play here. Bliss, unfortunately, going to be meeting the end of it in that round. Bucky already forced out Marshall. The push going to be coming in from the side of Bliss. They go for this long play this time. Stars to go up. Gonna be set up by Deltero. He could be flanked in just a second. Major's in a little bit of a good spot. Shot that comes out though. Chax fires off Witsu as they enter into the site. Ronsky tucked in this smoke. He's looking for it. Bucky hasn't spotted him. Major's taking one on short. That's Deltero. Paint shells come out. Bucky nails heads. Bliss gonna be falling in the end. Another round of Shadownet. Second on the board. And it would seem, you know, they're losing days on binder over. I look at the statistics. It's 20%. It's about, I think, a 4-17 record. I'm not joking. This is a crazy turn of events. Shadownet, no, bind probably one of their worst maps historically. But they're looking along the rights of history. They're looking to rewrite themselves. Find the first tube. You know, now it's Bliss to a buy. Phantoms to come out. Bonus round for Shadownet. They have a few Spectres. Marshall to work with. A push goes to shove. It's Ronsky on a bit of a different pick. They're looking to swap up the compositions here for Bliss. Trying to keep ever adaptive. Rotation over though. Blast packs over into the back of the site. Vesta snuck himself in. He hasn't gone uncontested. He hasn't gone unnoticed though. Major gonna be dropping the bomb, but Vesta though, good tag. Ronsky, and Easy able to fire off. Oh, Ronsky, that was deadly close. They find the wallbang on a Calamari, and they find the flank kill on the Deltero. Flawless hold there for the side of Bliss. First round on their board, and it's going to be the rifle round taken. Now the rifle round here for the side of Shadownet. That's take Chax. You know, he's been doubting himself recently. You've seen, I don't know if anyone follows him on Twitter, of course. He's a very interesting player, known to doubt himself from time to time. But if he's starting this game off strong, he knows he's feeling confident. Dart goes out from Easy. Where's that go? That goes all the way to the top of B middle. Shots to come out. Shax. He finds it through the smoke on a jungle. Bombot comes in. Pete comes in. Major though, able to find it, trade it back. A very nice shot from Shax though. Stars looking to go up. Barky deep in the shower. Vesta going to be taken out on short by Major. Nice line being found. Gravity Well to come in. And Baki slowly makes the approach. Showstopper point blank. 3 now for Major on the board. Now it's to Calamari. It's down to Deltero. Pete comes in. Ronsky gonna lose his life. A good trade from Deltero. 1 star. Spike. A 3v1. Major going to be pushing up through the shower line. Del a little bit late to answer. 4 for Major on the board. An impressive hold of that A site. And second goes to Bliss. Now, a strong start from Shadownet doesn't necessarily mean a strong finish. You can see Jax maybe doing a bit of talking to his teammates. They have the ultimates available now for Baki and Jax. Bronski has the run it back available for himself. And Major, 7 kills to kick this one off. The 6 of Jax. Baki, that was Pop the Knives. And we completely missed it. He takes out easy. And apologies, I'm such a terrible spectator. Jax, the lurk up through short. It's not the lurk though. He's got his teammates behind him in just a second. Freshest gonna peek him on that line. And he's gonna be pulled. The Knives find another Bucky. Able to land head. Still jungle to deal with in this shower. Run it back being used by Ronsky. Look at a hunt for a potential frag. He's walking up. He doesn't find anyone. They're all tucked and safe for the moment. There is the peek from jungle from the shower line. And Major up on top of the truck. Peek comes out. Deltero gonna be taken out. Blast Pack tries to get Major out. Knives from Bucky. Now he is the last member left. It's him v jungle. Jungle's clutch percentage quite high, but Bucky's got the knives. Bucky's got the headshot. 3rd round for Shadownet now. I have to say, not a moment of hesitation for that peek from Bucky. He knew that he had to get to that fight early on because jungle, as you said, a player known for his clutch potential. Very nicely played, though, from Bucky. Well played round from Shadownet. They secure themselves 3. Bliss, they're straight back to a buy-in. Well, what better way can you want this game to start off than an even one? Both teams looking to play at tip-top form. Now, Drone gonna go through short from Calamari. Just scan out for the incel. Incel is that Ronsky gonna be tucking in this U-Haul corner. Just look to arc a flash as soon as they come his way. They've left a solo B player here in Major. They've called the rotation over from Easy. Paint shells to come out. Looking to land onto it. Shot now the Hunter's Fury coming from Calamari. Not quite able to land it. Our drone flies high from Easy. Now the Hunter's Fury from Easy this time. He's looking for a little bit. He tags up Deltero. He takes him out. Vesta, I believe, taking extremely low, down to 1 point of HP. And you can see that this B hold for the side of Bliss, they're not even really needing to put members on the site. They leave Major to his devices in elbow. And they just use the Hunter's Fury to use it. Calamari dash forward. Smoke is on. Major can't find the shots as the peek comes out. Ronsky nails one. Jax though to nail another. Baki finds one in the back of the sights, and now Ronsky dead to right. Freshest jungle to retake. It's Baki and it's Jax. Jax on the wrap. Baki on the plant. This could be very nice from Jax in just a second. He heard the snake spike come out. He's going to put the lockdown though. Baki's going to be taking the fight and looking to win it out and convincing Bash, and Baki stares adversity in the face. Takes the 2v1 in his own hands. Lockdown not even needed from Jax. And they're going to be saving that one for another round. 4-2 for Shadownet. A convincing start to this game. And a convincing start to Bind, of course, their map pick, as, you know, you expect them to start off with a little bit lead and a little bit of, you know, cockiness under their shoulders. But Bliss A map like Bind, a pretty comfortable one for them too. I believe 22-8. A 70% win rate on this map overall. The Haven's looking a little bit rough as of late. Dash forward, jump up. Baki baits it. He actually gets the wall bang on a Ronski. What? That is some sick mechanical play or something out of my mind that I wouldn't be able to comprehend. Judge up close from Freshest. This is a bit of an interesting composition swap. Putting Freshest on the Viper. Normally it goes to the Sentinel. Tap comes out. It's a 2 from Jungle. Looking for Baki 2. He's in air still. There's a player 2 coming from the shower. Baki to find it. Bester to help him out. And teleporter taken. Easy. As she goes 1v2. P comes in. Oh, easy. Cheeky little kill found from him. Vandal picks up 1v1 against Baki. But Baki, he's gonna face it. He's gonna go for the fight. He's gonna win it. Baki again. Under the clutch, under the scenario. And he is flying high right now. 13-2. 5 rounds for Shadownet. Baki not letting up right now. And there's nothing really this Bliss side can do for the moment. If Baki's just able to take so many aggressive fights, so many aggressive angles, they secure themselves so many rounds off of Baki alone. Ultimate's now available. Ultimate's almost available for the side of Bliss. This is starting off good for Shadownet. Attack. A very good half for them historically. We'll have to look at their defense. That's a side swap, but we're still early days in this half. Shock dart comes Baki. A dash back on the fadeaway. Slow approach towards B long as well. Dart pings a few players. Shax falls back off of the paint shells. Doesn't want to take all too much damage. Major has got himself in a nice little corner. Shax needs to be cautious, but he is going to check the line. It's going to be the one from Major. Showstopper, though. Delterra catches him in air. Delterra catches another. Easy. Going to be taken out. They still need to take this B site, though. Cosmic Divide comes out. There's a flank coming in just a second. Ronski's on the longest flank of his life. They need to be cautious of Freshest, who's tucked himself in the corner. Peeks out, gets Delterra to Calamari. Now to 1v1 against Ronski. Doesn't know he is. Oh, he spotted him just then. Ronski. Calamari's going to shuffle his way over towards this A site. He's still cautious, though. I don't think he actually spotted Ronski there. It's a little bit of an interesting one. Calamari now to the 1v1. Put his clutch prowess to work. Ronski just outside of the teleporter. The spike will go down at A. Spike planted. And immediately sends Ronski into a panic. Run it back available if he wants to go for the duel. He might opt to go for it. Calamari, he's looking towards short. Just needs to play for the time. Just needs to play so cautiously. Ronski checking the entirety of the back site. Spike was tapped. Calamari now to shift his focus, shift his angle. Ronski, the blaze up. Curveball out. And slow approach. Recon. He's going to ping. He's going to shoot it out. Ronski, does he know where Calamari is? Calamari playing for it, and he plays it to success. Very nicely played from Calamari. He's got an absolutely insane brain. Able to play that too well. 6 rounds on the board for Shadownet. They continue to string these ones into their favor. And well, for Bliss, they're looking a little bit lost. We expected to see a little bit more come out of the gate from them early on, but now it's a bit of a rough start.
Thanks.
Well, Shadownet's map pick, but historically, Viper's Pit from Freshest. Gonna cover the entirety of middle. I have to say, Shadownet, the last time they faced a team of Bliss's caliber, 13-5 in the open qualifiers. Lockdown gonna be put down by Shax. That's looking to push a few players out of here for the side of Bliss. Freshest is deep down lower middle. Chax, does he know it? Yep, he's pre-fired at Chax. He's got bigger brain. Pressure's taken out. Dash forward. Vesta gonna pop the showstopper, dunks it on Taronsky. Chax is just a little bit smarter, it would seem.
Spike planted.
The wit about him, the youthful dexterity to back it up, and oh my god, Chax. Gonna find another on a jungle in the flank. 7. Now on the board for Shadownet. And this is, you know, an interesting storyline. Shadownet, not quite the team you expect to play such an impressive bind. They've struggled in the past, but they've turned over a new leaf. They've turned over a new Barky. 14-4, man. We're only 9 rounds into this game. Stars go up. Bliss. Gravity well. And I guess for the side of Bliss, they really want these last few rounds. 3 would be more than ideal. And the half 7 of 5, though. Hunter's Fury comes out from Calamari. Tags up Major. He's actually going to take him out. Chax going to be finding another player in the shower. That was Jungle dispatched of. Vesta with a walk up. They have to be cautious of Ronsky. Curveball comes out. He's a little bit cautious on his approach. Fresh is able to take another. Trade it back, though. He's the last player standing. And oh my god, Calamari. Comes to swing, comes to play. 8 now to Bliss's 2. We knew Bliss was struggling, but this is looking a little bit dicey. You can see maybe side of Shadownet, they're bringing a little bit more swagger to this first map, but it's gonna look to see how it carries into our next half, because Bliss, quite a comfortable attack team too. Hunter's Fury comes out this time from Easy. Actually gonna tag up Calamari. He's gonna miss him though. Calamari with the blue suede shoes. Chax, oh my god. Looking at Ronsky, a little bit of an aggressive push. This is a bit of a half buy, a little bit of a force, I have to say. Bliss, it's easy. Gonna be finding Barky. That's the player you want to find, the Kingpin being put out of his misery. Looking for the hookah spray, looking for the hookah wall bang. It's interesting to see. Still Bliss have the Cosmic Divide available. Shadownet on the road seat. Over towards his A side. They're gonna have to deal with Freshest with the Judge. They haven't fallen victim to a Judge play yet from Freshest. Poison Orb goes up. Wall goes as well. Freshest. He knows they might have to go A. Stars go onto the map. Freshest in a very compromising position in just a second. Blast pack immediately answered though. Clear comms and clear shots from Shadownet right now, where they normally fall under chaos. They get the spike down. Flank gonna be coming in from Easy. Alarmbot shot. Backed off to the U-Haul. 2 players here, Chax, to hold the crossfire. Paint shells to come out from Major. Vesta. Chax holds that line now. Major to take on to the U-Haul. Finds the first. Finds Calamari too. Paint shells come out. He's able to live for the moment. 2 HP. Swarm again onto Major. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Chax is just playing with the util. He's just playing for the time. He plays it to perfection. Shuts it down. And Shadownet find 9.
Last round before the switch.
This is absolutely insane. Not what we expected from Shadownet this evening. And it's to the credit of this maybe new composition, this new style that they're bringing to play. Barky seems reinvigorated. Chax seems just as excited. Ultimates now available for Barky and Chax. The 2 front runners here for the side of Shadownet and Bliss. we haven't been speaking on them all too much this half because they've gone missing completely. They took, you know, the answer to the rifle and the second after that. Flash comes out. Ronski able to peek it long. And Pate shells onto the hookah window. Run it back to come in from Ronski. Flash out. Does catch Deltero. And Ronski in a very aggressive warpath right now. He's going to back it off. Over to A we go for the side of Shadownet. It's going to be Bucky to lead the charge. Knives have been popped. We look at him looking for the first on the fresh. He's actually going to find it on a jungle. Right click, going to miss though. Unfortunate circumstance. Major now to jump up. Showstopper not going to land point blank. Trade kills. Now it's chaotic. It's Vesta in a 1v3. Burst with the Phantom. Spike dropped in the hands of Bliss though. Bombot to come out. Shuffle out the corners. Bliss are playing this comfortably though. They're playing 2 up and short. They're playing for the double pick. Vesta got the dink. Mage's on 1 HP. Vesta almost won that. 3 to Bliss. Taking their lucky stars that Mage is a little bit more of a tank. Still 9 to 3 in that first half. Shadownet, now it's to their defense. Bliss, we need to see them show up. No, Icebox, one of the early adopters here for Bliss, and well, we're gonna have to see them really adopt this style of play that we saw from them rise to glory. And of course, to give a shout out to our lovely sponsors, Vodafone New Zealand, LG OLED and LG Ultra Gear. You can of course keep your eye out for our Vodafone MVP award. It could be Shax, it could be Baki, it could be Calamari even at this rate. 3 players from Shadownet really turning up the Jets this evening. They know that this game is all for standings. This is all for pride. Bliss now to take this A site. They're trying for it, though. Shax with a hefty amount of util. Going to be shutting it down for the moment. Baki in the U-Haul. Taking a bit of damage. Tosses up the cloud burst. He's trying to toss up the shots, though. Sart has dropped on top of him. Crowding him in the vision. Now drone to come through. Spike goes down at B. Vesta going to be meeting his maker in CC. That's going to be Calamari. Shot on a major. It's a retake. They have to deal with Ronski. They're quite low. Ronski finds the first head tap, but he's been taken low to HP. Baki gonna take one from the back. Flash comes out, arc wide. Baki gonna dodge it. He's gonna hit the shot. One more player to deal with. Jungle goes for the peek. Baki goes for the stick. He's got it. Does Jungle get around the corner in the time? No! Jungle didn't expect that Baki just goes fully AWOL. Screw the time, screw the kills. I'm going for that spike regardless. He sticks it. Double digits now for Shadownet. And if this is Baki every game, I'd hate to see who Shadownet go up against next, because Bliss, that looked a little bit out of sorts. Major and Ronski, though, they've still been putting up numbers. It's not, you know, one player here from Bliss really letting the entire team down. That was a interesting looking Spectre. Ronski with a flash. Was long. Baki. Oh my god, he goes for the shot. Right here. Actually gonna pay off. Teleporter taken by Baki. I heard it. Bliss, they're looking for the hunt. Warbang. Oh my god. Oh, Baki. Oh my. He strings those shots along. He's trying to warbang. And for the moment, Bliss are feeling a little bit under the pressure. They're still trying to go for this A take. Baki's just laying off some warning shots. Calamari trades out Vesta, and this is where Baki can start to go for the peak if he wanted to. Play it close. Jungle caught in the crossfire, though. Major goes through the teleport, and it's Precious up on the site to deal with one. Takes out Calamari. Now 2v2. It's Shax and Deltero. Be Freshest Major. Wall toxins in high demand and high up.
30 seconds left.
Gravity well. The peak comes out though. Deltero a little bit overzealous. Chax now 1v2. Tucked in the corner. Player vulnerable. He knows Freshness is there. Gets the dig on Chax. He gets the spray on too. And he gets 11 on the board. Now, Shadownet. They take the first two in the second half. Pistol into the calculated second. Bliss to the credit. They get the spike down. They've got money. And this is where we truly put more demons in test for the side of Shadownet. Known to miss the opportunity at an 11. Their kryptonite. 11 is a curse for Shadownet. Will they get over it? Bliss, they're going to have to get over it. They forced completely into this game. Spectres in play. Vandal for jungle. Long take here. Bouncing up. Shock Dart comes out. Calamari knows he can see a few more players than he'd like to take the fights with Ronski. Now, it's not the Jet this time, it's the Phoenix. Baki, back of sight. Takes one, he gets out. Gravity Well does pull him, but he's still got knives to work with. Looking for Ronski. Right click. Resets the knives. Chax to reset the play. There's a vulnerable one in Freshest. Spike down. Knives out again. Baki looking for it, but it's Chax. It's Vesta to steal him away, actually. 12 on the board for Shadownet.
Match point.
If you told me we'd be seeing Delcero on Astra, I'd be thinking, there's no way. Unbelievable. Already match point in this first game against a revered top 4 in the region. I'm not kidding in this storyline. Bliss are one of the greats. But they fell. And they're falling out in these last few games. And the last few weeks haven't been looking all too great, though. Ronski starts him off with a great pick on a Delcero with a run it back. Baki now to looking for more. Swarms go out. Chax is going to be able to trade 1-for-1. They have to deal with Baki. Still in the U-Haul. Flash comes out from Ronski, though. It's answered by Baki. He's on one this evening. He's turned up the Jets. He's turned up to play. Easy to take it. He's the last player standing. 1v2. Takes the first on a Calamari. It's Vesta. The easy. Shadownet with a great game in their grasp. Spike goes down for Bliss. Easy 32 HP. Vesta the full 150 armor. Our drone from Easy. Blast pack across the hookah. Easy can see it. He's gonna ping him. Does have the info. He's got the Hunter's Fury if he wants to. He's got Recon and Shock Dart. Just has to play the timing. Vesta to tap it once. He knows where Easy is. Easy doesn't know where Vesta is. He saw it. The wall bang shot. Shadownet in convincing fashion are going to sweep away Bliss in this first map. 13-3.